Don't raise your hand.
Shoot it out. What's successful to
Be
you?
afraid, gentlemen. Don't be afraid.
Money. It's like,
Make my mother happy.
happy with what you're doing.
Okay. But that's a great definition. But I also heard money, financial. Okay. Okay. So we've just gotten that success is equal to possession, right? Whether it's money, power, fame, whatever it is, we have this habit of equating success to that. But I'm here to tell you that definition, it's not true. What success is how much you improve and change over a lifetime, right? The successful athlete isn't the one who starts off batting 300 when he's in high school, goes into the major leagues, bats at 250, right? That's not successful. I mean, yeah, he made it to the MLB, but he always had those abilities. What about the athlete that started off not being able to swing a bat and then goes into the MLB and he's hitting a 315? Yeah, damn, right? That's what it is. Success is growth. And in order to master growth, we gotta master the 3 aggregates of growth: the passive and the active. The passive, open-mindedness. And then the active is decision-making, and my favorite one and the final one, hustle. Right? So for open-mindedness, you survey the field and you see what you love. So as a junior in high school, I was hell-bent on being a political science major. I thought that's the way that I was going to affect change. And then I started thinking, and I started realizing some things about maybe, you know what? It looks like politicians are responding to change, not creating it. Like, hell, I don't want to respond, I want to lead. And that made me second guess myself a little bit. So as a senior, I had to take everything I held true. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm tossing it to the side. I realized that if I wanted to get anything from this college experience, that I was going to have to take in whatever came to me. And you know what? I discovered my passions. I discovered I loved motivational speaking. I discovered I loved working with kids on doing workouts and meditating with them and all of that good stuff. And I discovered I loved philosophy. I enjoyed reading and doing all that stuff with philosophy. And that set me up for the next stage, which is decision making. Decision making is basically taking what you love and developing a plan on how you're going to take it to the future. Right? So for me, I've got these loves of working out with kids, meditating with them, motivational speaking. So now what my job is I got to figure out how I'm going to blend this into a career. So what I realized is, you know what, I could use the philosophy, I could work with it in college, maybe major in it. And then in the future, I could start a non-for-profit with workout and meditation and motivational speaking on top of it and work that into a conglomerate. And now, again, further with decision making, I got to figure out how I want to get to that point. Is philosophy the right path to go? Am I going to have to give up some things to get others? That remains to be seen, because the fact of it is I'm still a freshman and I got a long way to go. But then that brings me to the third stage of this, which is hustle. And this is the most important one. And I say third stage, but that's a little bit of a misnomer, because all throughout you gotta hustle. To find what you love, you gotta be hustling. You gotta be going to the gym and you gotta be working out to find out you love it. You gotta be doing motivational speaking, you gotta be working out with people, and you gotta be meditating with people, and meditating yourself to realize that's what you wanna do. That's hustle. That's hustle. So throughout is this hustle, but now for me anyway, my job from here is I gotta hone my speaking skills. I gotta hone my conciseness in the way I speak. And that's the path that I gotta take to do what I wanna do with myself. And in order to do that, I'm gonna need to work hard. I'm gonna need to do what I'm doing now. I'm gonna need to go home and review what I just did, and I'm going to need to say, okay, how could I improve in this? I got to make a T-chart and see what did I do well and what did I improve in. And what that is, guys, is that's hustle. Nothing you're going to do is going to go out without some form of work. You know, we like to be lazy. We like to believe, okay, you know what, success, It's that brick of money I got in the corner. But you know what? That's not success. Success is growth. And in order to achieve our ideal of success, we have to master the passive aggregates. Right? So for open-mindedness, we have to take a look at what our passions are. And we have to say, okay, I'm going to try all this out. I'm going to work at this. I'm going to improve myself. I'm going to see what I truly love. And then I got to make the next step. And I got to say, okay, this is what I love. But how am I going to get there? How am I going to get to do what I love? You know, do I love working with cars? Am I going to go to a school like UTI? You know, do I love teaching? Am I going to have to go to college and get a degree in education? Or do I want to be a college professor, in which case you're going to need a lot more education? And these are the decisions that we all have to make. And then the final step, that's concurrent in each of the other steps, is hustle. You want to get strong, you got to go to the gym and lift weights. You ain't going to get strong just by, you know, flexing your muscles in the mirror. That's not the way it works. You got to do leg day. You know, it all isn't chest day, unfortunately. Don't listen to Kanye. But exactly. So you need to make sure you're hustling. And through mastering the passive decision making and the active, or passive of open-mindedness, and the active of decision making and hustle, you're going to step back and you're going to achieve the most powerful form of motivation that you can ever achieve. And that's seeing yourself grow and change as an individual. And you're going to step back and you're going to be like, holy shit, look at how bad I used to be, and look at me now, damn, I did well. And there's nothing more powerful than that. Nothing more powerful. Best form of gratification that you can ever have. And that's the thought I'll leave you all with.
Thank you, Davey, for that, for your words.
Come on, Johnson.
That's your ringtone?
Come on, man.
All right, for our next speaker, we have the mom of our group, the only girl you guys have been looking at the whole time.
Alright, everybody, I want your attention up here.